Hi everyone. All right, I've gone ahead and scanned my 4 drawings from the walk cycle and the contact down, pass up drawings, and I've opened up a brand new Adobe Animate file. Everything is set up to the animator settings, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in the first image onto the desktop. And that's going to be my contact pose, and you'll see that it's really quite large. And so I'm going to use my control and minus here, and I'm going to zoom out here. Click on that. There we go. And let's go ahead and zoom that out. And we'll see that it is still vertical. So we need to go ahead and rotate this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my free transform tool. And I'm going to hold the shift key. And that's going to rotate it in increments of 1/4 turn at a time. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold the shift key again, drag in to constrain proportions. So I'm going to drag it in and put it fairly close onto the stage. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert another blank keyframe for my next image, and that's going to be on the down pose. There it is, and it'll rotate again. So I'm going to hold the shift key and left click on my mouse, drag it across, hold my shift key and drag in from the corner, get them fairly close inside there. There we go. Now let's go ahead and insert another blank keyframe. Insert blank keyframe, bring in drawing number 3, and this one is my my pass pose. And first I'm going to do is go ahead and rotate it. So hold my shift key and turn to the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down. Get it fairly close to the size of the stage. And then I'm going to put in my 4th and final blank keyframe for my last page. And this is going to be my up pose. I'm up at the angle here. I'm going to bring this up and I need to shrink it down now. There we go. Now I'm fairly close to the stage. All right, so I'm going to go back to frame number 1, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in with the control and plus. And what I need to do now is I need to get him so that he's in the exact same spot, because I want all 4 drawings to be in the same place. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use the ruler tool and go to View and Rulers to turn that on. And then I'm going to go to the top and bring down a horizontal line and line it up with the feet. Right there, about that 1/3 of the way above. And then right there at the headline, right there on the center. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in a vertical line. And this vertical line, I'm going to put this right in the center of the body. So I'm looking for that perfect sweet spot. And I'm looking at the distance from between the edge of the body on one side to the center and the other side to the center. And just trying to get that right dead center. That looks pretty darn good. Now, I think I'm pretty close to the center of the screen, but you know what? I think I want to be a little bit more so center. So I'm going to left click on this line here and drag it over just a little bit more and get myself over to the center of the stage. There we go. Now I can go ahead and move that image, just using my arrow tools on the keyboard here, just sliding them forward. That looks fairly good. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to frame number 2. When I do, the ruler lines will stay in the exact same spot, and that's what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and frame number 2 now. So I'm going to go ahead and move my character up, slide it forward. Now you notice because when I shrunk it down that my frame size is a little different. But I've got my guide layer line, which was set up from my original image. So I'm going to resize the image so that my character fits within this guideline. So I'm going to go ahead here and hold my shift key and drag down. Shrink that down a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to come down a little bit and move it down right to the midpoint. And you notice that my baseline, where the feet are, they line up with that line, and my headline almost lines up. Just need to shrink it up just a hair more. And go back up again. Maybe a little bit too much. There we go. Well, slight bit more. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of finessing to get it just right. There we are. Now I've got the torso exactly where it belongs, and I've got the line for the headline matches up in the baseline, and I've got my character on my self-imposed center point line on my character. Now I can adjust that afterwards. Let's go to frame number 3 on the up pose. So I'm going to go and bring my character forward, certainly. And I need to put the base of my character up. Oh, look how much taller he is up there. So I had to shrink this down just a little bit to get it to fit. So the headline and the foot line fit exactly where they should go. There we are. That was very quick and easy. Now let's go ahead and adjust my body forwards and backwards here. Trying to find that sweet spot in there. Pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and bring in my last one here. And I'm going to go and adjust this up Look at that, boy. Oh, it's so big. I used to come down quite a bit. So I'll hold my shift key, shrink down just a little bit, and move my character down. Pretty good. I need a little bit more though, don't I? And I'm going to go move this down. Pretty close. Got that right there. So I'm going to go ahead now and going to move that down ever so slightly, ever much more. Actually, up now. Now I think about it. Up just a hair. There we are. So my feet now are on the foot line. That's good. My headline looks correct. So I've got those. So now I've got basically my 4 drawings. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Ooh, we're stepping up. That looks good. Up and down. All right. So let's go ahead and do a control and test scene. Oh, looks like he's walking in place, but boy, is he going fast. Let's play the speed down a little bit here. Let's go ahead and put some keyframes on there. Little F5, 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 F5. And then we'll try that again. Control and test scene. We're walking here, but we're still pretty fast, aren't we? Let's go ahead and do that one more time, even still. Let's go ahead and slow it down to 3s. So F5, 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 F5 to extend those frames out. And control and test scene. Look at that. We are a character walking in place. The legs are moving forwards and back. The body is bobbing up and down. The arms are swinging forwards and back. It looks like I am ready to go for my walk cycle. So now that I know this works, I can go ahead and I can go ahead back to my original source drawings, and I can go ahead and apply my character to the drawings and then come back and rescan them for one final test before I ink and color.